Today, the Guyana Daily News visited the mining town of Linden to hear some of the concerns and views expressed by the residents of this area. Here now are what the people had to say. What are some of your concerns presently in Linden? What would you like to see happen? What would you like the government to do on your business?
Oh, right now in Linden, I think we need industries. There's so much, nothing is going on here, money is not circulating, children leaving school and there's nothing for them to do. So I think the governments need to look into that and create jobs, have industry and create jobs for Linden.
How has business been for the past year or so?
Not only for the past year, business has been good for a long time, not for the year alone, the past year, for the past couple of years. So it's not a year thing, it's before now thing. But you know.
What do you think the government has done to create jobs?
As I said, industry. Bring some factory. You have the color fund down at East Bank. We had one in Linden, it's closed down. How much price or they use back that building, bring it back, at least some young people will get work. It's very frustrating for you, a parent, spend a certain money, send your children to school, and at the end of the day, you still have to be maintaining them because they have subjects and they are at home doing nothing.
Has the new mayor, pushing development agenda for the area?
Truly speaking, I don't know. Right now, I'm not following. I don't know much about the mayor or whatever. I don't listen to the mayor or nothing. I can't tell you nothing about that.
All right, thank you very much.
You're so welcome.
Right now, all I can say, the people need a little work, and poverty is a sin. Right? So if they get work for the people, they'll come out of poverty.
How is unemployment in the region? Is it high among youths?
Yeah, well, that's what the youth need, employment. And during together, it confused. You know?
How is business been?
Well, I would say business like the tide. High tide, low tide, high tide. Right? Up and down. But what they need jobs for the youths. Right?
Recently, the ministry, the government was here. Several ministers planning to bring services, social services such as passport works to GR and so forth. Have their answer been fulfilled?
Well, far as you can see, they're full up. But what's the fullness thereof is that the people gotta get job. Right? Because poverty is rising. You know? And if you can find job for the people, they rise from out of poverty. Because poverty is a sin.
Thank you. Okay, how has business been over the
past few months? Business generally take a different trend right about now. The most times you get a little business is like month end, or like when the pensioners drop pay, they would come for like little night dresses, you know, basic fine things, right? But generally business is not like before.
Okay, how about jobs in the region? Has there been much efforts?
For the matter of fact, if there's no business, you really can't get jobs for the work for people. Because I mean, if you're doing a small business, you would take on somebody, give them a small amount of salary. But when business is not doing it, it's hard for you to do such a thing, right?
How do you view the toll booth coming down? Is that a good thing for Linden?
Well, I don't know much about the toll booths, so I wouldn't say much about it. But I know if they got a fair price at the toll booth, therefore the things that they bring into Linden to sell, it would go up a little bit in order to make back the money that they has to pay. So that would make things a little more difficult for residents in Linden.
Okay, the Ministry of the Presidency was here a few months back. Promising to bring some services to the
community,
area, right?
Okay.
Or people passport and so on. Has that been fulfilled so far?
Well, so far it's good because some people barely could get the money to look after the passport right here. Because it's hard to find double passage to go till to Georgetown to do it. So doing it here is very convenient. I find that.
Thank you. Okay. How is life in Linden presently?
Life in Linden right now, regardless of the circumstances, is nice. It just needs some improvement.
Okay, what are some of those improvements?
Some of the improvement they need is jobs. Right now, Linden is on an all-time high of unemployment. people finishing schools with good grades. People got certificates to do trades but got nowhere to go work. We need jobs in Linden right now.
Do you think businesses flourishing presently in Linden?
Some businesses are flourishing, but for the most part, it's on a standstill. A lot of people selling, but a lot of people not buying. So it's like a reverse psychology stuff going on in Linden right now.
Has the bauxite company been providing jobs?
The bauxite company, I wouldn't say they have been providing jobs because that was a company that was up and running before they got there. So it's most of the people that was already working there still working there. But for the like new employment, no.
How about roads, infrastructure?
Well, infrastructure roads is terrible. The prime minister, the president, they came here before elections and said that's one of the aspects they're going to look after, which is this road. But if y'all take a look or if y'all drive out there, y'all can see that the roads and infrastructure is not up to par.
So you would like to see roads?
Yeah, I would like to see nice roads, jobs for young people, and opportunity for young people, man. Like, what about after school program for kids? You know what I mean? The jails is overpopulated because the kids find a lot of idle time. What about boys and girls club? These type of stuff is good for the community. Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
What are some of the issues affecting you here?
Well, the issues that are affecting me and the people in Linden is no jobs. We don't have infrastructure roads, and the kids so we need like facilities whereas they could go playing like boxing, basketball, sports in the whole. Cause they say when you get people idling, you find that people find things to do, so mischiefs to make. So
how about crime and security? Is it high?
Crime is not a big set of crime, but you find some petty things going on, like and this is because people don't have jobs, like people like trying to break people's shops, not no big like
So
things,
unemployment among youths is very high.
Yeah, and this will cause some petty crimes. And it's no kind of crime that nobody could do, like somebody gonna take a bank or no big thing, no payroll. It's just petty crimes, making people who trying to make themselves comfortable uncomfortable.
The government promised to fix a lot of things prior to elections. What do you have to say about that?
Well, they say it's only a year, everybody talking, but to me, everybody crying quiet now, because I think a lot of people even probably living little regrets right now because they expect to see a more faster trial.
More jobs.
Yeah. And the next thing, I will have to call you up and talk to you more is about police framing the youths them in this community and sending youths to prison without being they've been get sufficient evidence. Cause like my little nephew went to prison and spent like 3 weeks, and when he came back, for no reason, cause he didn't even went in front of the magistrate and his case dismissed. Officer Commander Brutus, he was in Linden for a little while, and he came into the market. He finds some marijuana somewhere. I was in the station at the time. Cause they take me from my business space, came into the station, locked me up for like 3 to 4 hours. After that, they come in the station, he and like 15 officers.
So basically, police
frame me, yeah.
Police brutality is high in the region.
It's police disrespectfulness, man. It's like police, it's not really police, it's like some bad men in some uniform, some bad boys in uniform.
What would you like the Minister of Public Security to do?
If police gotta do their job, but they gotta do it professionally. Cause if they gun storm, police gonna run. I know that.
Do you believe
Yeah.
the police report that crime is down?
In Linden?
The whole of the country?
Well, man, every day you check the news. It's some kind of somebody, some kind of robbery, some kind of sheer violence. Things still going on. Granger can't change nothing. He might probably could just do some things like eat something, but he's not God, man. He's just a man like me and you.
Finally, what is your thoughts on the toll booth that is coming?
The toll booth. Well, we should get back in Linden. We should get back a toll station. Cause the highway needs resurfacing it evening, but probably 2 more lanes.
Is that the structure on the toll booth that you have here? Is that affordable for Lindeners?
Man, right now Linden dry, man. Like it's like a desert. Yeah. Even if you're watching the market, we don't even have a supermarket. We get people selling greens, cockroaches and rat running upon them when they come because it's not in a proper place. You know what I'm saying? It's not in a proper place. We don't even have pavements for the kids that walk and go to school. We need pavement. We could get like 5 years project of road in Linden. Because we get the resources, we get the sand, we get everything, the stone, everything. I don't know, everything just, I see they putting up an arch, 100 years. We should shame for put up an arch. We supposed to look after the roads, the pavements. We don't want an arch right now. We want a new bridge, you know?
So you're saying that money should be spent on the bridge?
Best to put some pavement for the kids and walk on, because everybody buying vehicle, you know, for the past 20 years back, people been buying vehicle, I know they're buying it now. But you know, a lot of vehicle in the place, and you know, like they're just getting for the people who driving and getting for the people who walking. You know what I mean? And I got a lot of training in the place, you know. I would really like to see some real infrastructure work, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, man, you're welcome.
I'm a local artist here in Linden, and even with doing the music, we have to be supporting ourselves, you know. There is no studio that doing recording for the artists. They're pushing Guyanese music. We cannot get copywriting on our music.
Of Youth, the Department of Youth. What have they been doing?
Well, apparently there is a lot of promises, but nothing is being doing. And what I'm just saying is that rice, we export rice and sugar in Guyana. And we're doing it in town, at least they should bring it to Linden, you know. Start planting a little rice in Linden, start planting a little cane, because it's providing job, plus it's marketable.
Okay, so unemployment is very high in this region.
Yes, unemployment is very high. There's a lot of hustlers. Everyone have to be selling the same thing, you know. It's like everyone selling clothes, everyone selling shoes. There's no new businesses in Linden. So
how about infrastructure, roads, drains?
Well, we definitely have some drainage problems on the roads. The roads definitely need fixings. The main ones especially the main roads, you know what I mean? And the one coming around there to the market there, yeah, they need to...
New roads, drains?
New roads and new drains, especially the drainage system around school area need to... They need to be fixed.
How about the education system as a young artist?
Well,
do you think that more emphasis should be placed?
Yes. Well, with the education, I see some children come home like on the first day of school because they was wearing a black shoes with little white around the rim, or they didn't have a black belt. Now, I personally feel that a teacher should issue a letter to that child and let him know what he need to get and give him a time.
There's more emphasis on the real stuff.
Yes, than those petty stuff, man. Thank you very much for your time, guys.
All right, thank you very much. Thanks.
Superfoods assures the best quality corn and mixed vegetables. Our decade of experience and reliability certainly will help your cooking experience. Our farm fresh corn and mixed vegetables are always picked at prime season and canned to perfection. Once you taste Superfoods corn and mixed vegetables, you will know the difference. Superfoods corn and mixed vegetables, highest quality at the lowest price. Call Superfoods today. Located at 8 Rumfeld Industrial Estate, Georgetown. Call 223-1034 or 223-1035.
So what's your view of the situation in Linden right now, in infrastructure-wise, like the roads and stuff?
Well, the roads are doing, but you know, is like, what should I say? I wouldn't say we're satisfied. We need more to be done, right? So even though the roads are doing, which is fair enough, but you know, there are certain areas, you know, in Linden you got to look into in terms of the roads and so on. I guess some area where people live in definitely need better infrastructure in terms of roads and so on. And you know, I think with that, not only Linden, but other community, if we put out like good effort in put into roads, we get a better Guyana.
So what about the mayor's role in all of this?
The
mayor's role. Mayor. So far since.
But the major roads, yeah?
Mayor, city council.
Oh, mayor. Yeah. Well, with the mayor we have now right now selected. My comment is that I will say that I say we give them a little bit more chance in terms of getting themselves regroup and getting things together. I wouldn't consider they're not doing anything right now because you gotta give them some time, right, to put things in order and such like.
Your comment on the toll booth that they installed. Do you think Lindeners could afford the price that they are asking?
Well, I don't know what about the price, but
The price ranges between 2,000 to 7,000 for 17 categories of vehicles.
will be the vehicle in Linden itself.
For all vehicles.
All vehicles.
Passing through and inland.
Well, I will go for the passing through. But in Linden, in general, I think we could be a little flexible with that. But vehicle passing through Linden, that's excellent. Because Linden is like the whole Guyana is passed through Linden.
It's like the gateway to the hinterland.
That's right,
But,
that's right.
but what we're trying to get is that the toll booth is for everyone. We are trying to find out if you think it would be best for to take the price away from Lindeners and just for the people passing through. Because as it stands right now, everyone has to pay.
Everyone.
Even if you're from Linden.
From Linden. But as I said, not that come to my knowledge, but if so be the case, I think that it should be maybe reduced. If not, come off, reduce. Because we know we are Lindeners, right? And we know this is our place in our community. As much we want to develop, at the same time, they can't take too much away from us, right? Yeah, so.
Thank you very much.
Welcome, sir. All right.
There's a loophole in the judiciary in this country. If you were saying all the time that GPI lost a set of money, and because of the last of that money, the general manager of the run away with 27 point something $million. And the other guy who is here, you charge him, and then the next thing you know, the magistrate is saying that it's insufficient evidence. It therefore tells you that the system that was there before is still working. There are key players in it. I'm saying, sharing the same sentiment as that young woman there. All the forensic audit and everything that they're doing, they should start bringing it to the eyes of the Guyanese people. This is what is happening in the past, if it's 10, 15, 20 years.
Oh, yeah, all right.
Right? It's bad in principle. And so, I'm saying that this government that is sitting there right now, if it's true that they are finding what you call discrepancies within the past government, and they're finding these loopholes where these people were thieving and all these things, bring it and less talking. Bring it to the table and deal with it. Because they're looking bad. You just talk all the time and no action. Secondly, we'll move to the toll booth. Region number 10, the economic activities under the last government, it was a fast falling downturn we had in Region 10. We weren't getting employment and these things. People were creating jobs by themselves. And so it continued to happen. That toll booth that reopened there, the municipality, which I was a part of, the municipality cannot sustain itself. You get a subvention at the then time from the Guyana government at $9 million. And it couldn't to do anything, and they were directing you how you must use that $9 million, patch a roadie or something. Then, this government, the present government, I think they raised it to 14 or how much, or 14 or $50 million now. It still cannot sustain that council. The rates and tax that you're paying, $500 and something a year, from since in the 60s to now, it cannot work. They will have to come, this government will have to put systems in place. This government will have to put systems in place and do what you call a valuation, value these properties. And the valuing of the property would help to garner some funds. You got garbage to pick up, carpets and drains to clean, workers to pay. Right now the municipality, this municipality, Region 10, Linden Mayor and Town Council, owes the NIS millions of dollars. So the workers are coming off from work and they do not know whether when they attain that age of 60,
if they will receive an NIS pension. It cannot happen. If help don't come from some part of the government to pay that, and then they also owe another 70 or 60 or 80 something million dollar to the Linden Utilities Co-op Society Limited. That is for electricity. So the toll station now, we hoping if they get the money from there, it will help sustain them. The bridge, which is supposed to be manned by the municipality. After, no, you just listen. It was supposed to be manned by the municipality, but because the previous government would have spent $200 something million to repair that bridge, Nisel step in under Mr. Brassington, and they hold on that bridge saying they were trying to get back their monies. And that's over 10, 15 years ago. And so the monies that they're collecting from that bridge, only God in heaven knows where it's going to. You understand? They may get 300,000 plus at 25% after expense. It can't work, sir. Now, Region 10 need help. And it needs help fast. You see, here is a predominantly, as they call it, a PNC stronghold. But the PNC and the AFC who is in government right now, and that shows is showing you something or telling you something, that they're not throwing their resources in Region 10, because Region 10 still remains the same way it was under the previous government. So they have to find things and come in and do what they have to do for Region 10. We have the youths, them, unemployment, it's rising. It's rising. The only kind of way we get work is teaching, police, nursing. That's the only way. You understand? And some young men heading for the interior. When you head to the interior, you got to get things to eat, you got to get this, and then they're coming out without anything. So I'm saying, I hope you fellas who come in here, not by us, you're straight and partial in everything that you want to report, and I hope you put it in the right perspective, what you're hearing here today, and so they'll get it. My name is Gordon Kalindo, Councillor of the Region 10 Regional Democratic Council, Region number 10.
But Mr. Kalindo, you're stating that it's only the people who are already on the grid for taxes that it needs to raise. What happened to places like Wizrock, Amelia's Ward, where those housing schemes are enormous and people not paying rates and taxes? Why it is that the central government, in collaboration with the mayor and town council, don't regularize those people so that everybody start paying rates and taxes?
But that's what I'm saying to you. That's what I'm saying to you.
Mention that.
Shh. Well,
you only talk about the increase in rates and taxes.
I would have leave that out somehow. You have schemes that is newly established in Region 10 that is not on the radar, so to speak, of the municipality. And hoping that this new council that they have there, I call it new council, though it's for March now, it's supposed to be in older. I hope that they stop their pulling and tugging and they get up and get the president of the country along with the Attorney General and others, and they would put documentations in place, as I said before, to value those properties in Region 10, whereby all of them would be a major contributor to the municipality, and with that contribution that they would have made with the rates and tax and everything, they would help to sustain a part of Region 10 or the whole of Region 10, where is the municipality district or the district of the municipalities. Now, the only way the town council surviving other than this toll station who opened about 2 days or 3 days ago is by those little stalls about this place that they collect $100 when the day come. That's how they're existing. So, you have somebody, some fairy godmother or godfather, come into Region 10 and see how they could set it straight.
Thank you, Mr. Collins, for your contribution.
You're looking for a place to call your own, a place to unwind and relax in style. The Italian Grill, where friends gather, enjoy fine wine or a cocktail while dining in our casual atmosphere. It's easy to make any event special when you're among friends, serving lunch and dinner and using only the freshest ingredients. The Italian Grill. It's time to make it your own.
Yeah, in Linden here, we are confident that we're going to get jobs. We are promised more jobs, and we are confident we can get jobs. Just take some time. But the previous administration has actually decimated Linden in terms of privatization, everything else like that. So it can take some time for the economic system to pick up back, but we are confident that that's going to happen, and we're okay with that. Okay, with the new toll booth, we get an opportunity to raise our own finances, and that's good. Okay, for years now the community was starved of that opportunity. So we get back that opportunity to raise our own finances. As you should know, in the regional system, each region has autonomy of responsibility to raise finances. And what the previous government was doing was to keep back that privilege away from this region. After taking away jobs, okay, we didn't have the opportunity to raise finances. So we get better opportunity, we are grateful, and we know good things are going to happen to Linden.
Concerning the toll booth, we want to know if the Lindeners can afford the current price, because everyone has to pay.
The toll booth is not affecting Lindeners, okay? To my knowledge, it's not affecting Lindeners because I traveled up and down from Georgetown yesterday. I hadn't to face no toll booth, so I don't know what is it, Lindeners. I hadn't to face no toll booth. For me. Okay.
It's for commercial use. If you have goods traversing from Linden, like Lindeners, we want to know if they kind of...
I'm not aware if the people with trucks come into Linden to sell. Lindeners got to... I'm not aware of that. I'm not aware of that, but I'm saying is that it's an opportunity to raise finances within the region. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Here, tell you honestly, I haven't seen a paper from the municipality concerning the tariffs or anything for the toll booth. Why no? I have a canter and I live in a Miller's Ward. And every time I pass is there, they stop me. If I pass out of Miller's Ward 6 times, they stop me. It's a major inconvenience.
We're trying to see if you can afford the cost, because the official tariff says 25% off for Linden.
Yeah,
so if
remember, I was made to understand. Like I said to you, I haven't seen any official document on what's going on with the toll booth. I don't know what's the tariff for the toll booth, number one. Number two, I don't think that if I live in a Miller's Ward with let me say, household furniture for somebody, and I have to pass there, they will try to make me pay. Because people in Wisma fetching furniture and then paying. I got a canter. So I'm talking based on that. Why no? Every time I pass it, they'll stop me. And it's a major inconvenience. How are we going to pay them for driving a truck around the town where barn and grow?
Yeah, that's my views. Do they issue like a pass? Like if you pay once, would you have to pay again, or would you
I don't know. I haven't had to pay them because I haven't been to Georgetown and bring up any goods or anything so far. Right? So I wouldn't know. I don't really respond to those guys too nice when they stop me. But like I tell you, I don't know what's the tariffs because I didn't see it in the newspaper. I didn't hear it on the radio. I didn't see it on the television. But I haven't been down to Georgetown and bring up goods or anything since they started. So I don't know what the tariffs are like.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you for this.
Since the government has changed, there have been issues that the government promised to look at. It is my view that the government cannot do everything overnight. The government has to be given some time to get its feet on the ground properly before it can do a lot of the things that it said it will do in its manifesto. In any case, they have a little over 3 more years to fulfill a lot of the things they said they will do in their manifesto. And I am confident as a Lindener that things are going to improve in this community. We need more jobs. Linden has one of the highest unemployment rates in Guyana. But I think we will get there. We will get there. One day we will get there, and I think it's in the near future. In terms of the toll booth, you need to understand why the toll booth was there, or is there now again. That toll booth was in operation for about 14 years before it was closed down. Not by the council, but by the Ministry of Local Government, because they said it wasn't gazetted. My only problem is that it should have been opened under the same conditions that existed before it was closed. And it's causing a lot of problems because the people in Linden are not sure whether they have to pay.
Yes, they have to pay.
Okay, if they have to pay, they probably may not have to pay the same rates as people who live out of Linden. But let me tell you something else. That toll booth is critical because the Linden municipality has to get money to conduct its business. I was a councillor there, I can tell you. That toll booth used to make over $3 million a month. And with that money, we were able to do things at the municipality. We were able to pay workers. It's years now that the municipal workers in Linden have not gotten a pay increase. And the toll booth will go a long way towards helping the town council meet some of its expenses. And there are many, I don't want to go through all of them, but there are many expenses. They need to look at workers' benefits, NIS payments, and there are lots of liabilities facing the town council now. And I think the toll booth, as I said, is nothing new. And let's give it a few more weeks and we'll hear how people really think about what is going on. Right now, there is some degree of uncertainty in terms of how the residents of Linden will be treated in terms of the toll. But as I said, give us a month more and you may see a different picture or a clearer picture of what will happen.
Thank you, sir.
To catch a full story, visit our website at www.guyanadailynews.com or visit our e-paper. This is Ronald Singh for the Guyana Daily News.